Hey everybody, how's it going? Today I'd like to go over another right to repair misconception. Before we start, my God, it's been 3 days and we are already up to $304,000. 3 days in is a $100,000 transfer someone made by direct bank transfer outside of the GoFundMe. So we, again, as I've been saying, like $6 million to do a direct ballot initiative, that's not a meme at this point. It's not a meme. So today I wanted to go over this very common misconception that showed up here on Reddit. It comes up very often in my comment section as well. It says they already have the right to repair, lol. What they want is the right to repair, and if they F it up, it's still under warranty. So let's talk about this a little bit. So what he's saying is that when I discuss all of the issues in the repair industry, all of the barriers in place that keep you from being able to fix your own product, like parts and schematics and diagrams being made unavailable to you, parts companies being told not to sell to you if you want to buy a chip to be able to fix your own product, none of that is what this is about. This is just about us wanting to force the manufacturer to still fix the device even after we open it. That's not what right to repair is about in any way, shape, or form. Further, right to repair legislation would not need to be introduced for that to be the case because we already have legislation that goes over this. So the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act over here is over 40 years old. And the way that this works is you, the manufacturer, need to prove that if I open my device, that I screwed it up. So for instance, let's say you're one of the very unlucky people to buy an early 2010s Ford Fiesta, and you have one of the garbage transmissions. Now, when Ford does a recall, they can't say, oh, it looks like you replaced your brake pads. I guess we're not going to help you with that faulty transmission under warranty. They can't do that. They need to prove that when you replaced the brake pads, you screwed up the transmission. So let's say instead of putting the brake pads on the calipers that were next to the discs, what you did was you opened up your transmission with a hammer, clawed it open, and then inserted the brake pads inside the busted transmission. Then Ford can deny the warranty. The whole point of the Magnuson-Moss Act is, and at least with regards to this statement, is you need to prove that what you did destroyed the product. And I am 110% okay with the manufacturer saying, you screwed up this product, we're not going to cover it under our warranty. You shouldn't be able to open your device, completely destroy it, and then tell the manufacturer you need to fix it under warranty. That's unfair. I wouldn't want one of my customers doing that to me, and if it's not fair for someone to do it to me, I don't think it's fair for someone to do it to the manufacturer. I'm trying to come up with a concept that is fair to all, and just because I may not like a particular company doesn't mean I think people should be going out of their way to screw them in this very unfair manner. Now, the reason that something like Magnuson-Moss exists and why it's important is because you have manufacturers that will try to weasel out of legitimate warranty claims by saying you opened it, so I guess you're just not, now we're not going to cover you. And this is something that the FTC confirmed several years ago is illegal. This is an article over here on NPR that says warranty void if removed. As it turns out, feds say those warnings are illegal. They're referring to the stickers on a product that say that your warranty is void just because you opened the product. So I'd like to bring up just two different examples to give you an idea of what I'm getting at here. So let's say that you are working on an iPhone. You're trying to do a screen replacement, and you put the long screw in the short hole. So on an iPhone, you have these screw grommets that are on the board, so the screw will go in there. But instead of the screw hole, going all the way through the board, the screw hole grommet is mounted on the board. So if you put a screw that's this long in the hole, you're fine. If you take the long screw that's this long and put it through that hole, then it digs through layers of the board. So iPhones use a bunch of different screws that are a bunch of different sizes because Apple, and if you put the wrong one in the wrong hole, it destroys the device. Now, if you didn't know which screw went in the right hole, if you didn't have a magnet, a magnetic mat or something, or you didn't keep track of which one went in the right hole, and then you screwed up, pun intended, and put the long screw in the short hole, you drilled through the motherboard, and now it doesn't work, the manufacturer is completely in their right to say, you destroyed this product. We are not going to cover this under our warranty. We're not going to help you. I understand that. I respect that. I wouldn't want someone, after I fix their product, to open it, destroy it, and then ask me for warranty. That's unfair. It's unfair to me. It's unfair to the manufacturer. Let's take another case, because this used to happen all the time in 2015. In 2015, Apple released an extended warranty program for the 2011 MacBook Pro, the A1286 model, that had a dying GPU. Many of them had dying GPUs. There were class action lawsuits over it. Apple did what they always do, which is pretend it didn't exist until they couldn't, and then they released an extended warranty program for it. I would have customers come into my store and say that Apple declined them warranty on the motherboard and the graphics chip because they changed their hard drive to an SSD. So let's say that they had their Hitachi hard drive upgraded to a Samsung SSD at our store. We'd literally just open the computer, unplug the battery, take the hard drive out, put the SSD in, screw it back in, we're done. What Apple was doing to many of these customers was telling them that because we had replaced their hard drive with a solid-state drive, that their warranty was now void, and they were not going to perform the warranty repair on the graphics card because we changed their SSD. That's bullshit. That's something that right to repair does not address because it's already in existing legislation. The Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act says that the burden of proof is on the manufacturer or the dealer when they're declining warranty to say how what you did destroyed the device. So when someone brings something to me that they long screwed, I can look at it under the microscope, I can show them the drilled traces through the board, and I can say, here's where, when you did that, you destroyed this board. Or if someone uses a hot air station and they're not, covering the surrounding areas properly, they use too much heat, and there's a bunch of solder balls outside the CPU, I can say, here's how you overheated the CPU and solder balls just shot out everywhere. You destroyed this. I can't cover this. That is the way this works. Burden of proof is on the manufacturer and always was on the manufacturer since 1975 to say and to prove how what you did destroyed the device. It's not, you can't just say, because someone opened it, I'm not going to cover it. Oh, you replaced your hard drive with an SSD, you have no warranty. Oh, you replaced a key on your keyboard, now you have no warranty for the rest of everything. That's not how any of this works. And I sympathize with the manufacturer here. I really do, because I see firsthand just how much people destroy their devices when they work on them and they don't know what they're doing. And also when it comes to my own stuff around my own apartment, every now and then if it's something that I don't really care about and it died, I'll open it. And if I don't know what I'm doing, I'll screw it up. I know that people have the propensity to destroy things if they don't know what they're doing. And I've seen it. I'm not saying that it should be covered under warranty. That's not what right to repair is about, in any way, shape, or form. However, what we are saying, and what we've been saying since 1975, is that if the manufacturers don't want to decline warranty, you can't just say it's because you opened it. That's not enough. You can't say because you opened it. You need to showcase how the customer destroyed it. When you plugged in the screen cable, you didn't unplug the battery, which blew the backlight fuse. When you were screwing this shield in there, you screwed the shield in, but you used a long screw in the short hole, it drilled through the board. That's how this works. Right to repair is not about forcing manufacturers to cover items under warranty that the customer or the repair shop screwed up, nor should it ever be. People should take responsibility for when they destroy their own device, and repair shops should take responsibility for when they destroy a customer's device. Repair shops taking responsibility for when they destroy a customer's device is something that the Department of Consumer Affairs is supposed to deal with, but in my case, they're too busy finding people for selling laptops that are recycled without having records of purchase that don't exist, but I'm not salty. And when it comes to the customer and the manufacturer, that's something that is already covered by Magnuson-Moss and not something that anything in any right to repair platform, suggested bill, or document has ever proposed. We don't want to force the manufacturer to cover when the customer or the repair shop screws up the device. And if you can show me where that exists in any right to repair bill or any right to repair platform that's currently being proposed, I'd love to read it, but I've never seen it, and I probably never will because it wasn't part of our platform. That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.